When I think of my favorite salmon dishes, they always involve some sort of delicious sauce and perfectly cooked salmon. This teriyaki glazed salmon is somewhat of a classic, but you've never had it with my sweet and sticky gluten-free sauce and all of my tips for cooking salmon perfectly. Hey there, I'm Molly Thompson from What Molly Made. Welcome back to my kitchen where we make good food that makes you feel good too. Today we are making a teriyaki glazed salmon that you can pair with your favorite veggies and rice, and it only takes 20 minutes to make. If you have time, let the salmon rest covered at room temp for 15 to 20 minutes. This helps temper the salmon, which means bring the temperature up slowly, so cold salmon doesn't bring down the temperature of a hot pan. This helps the fish cook more evenly, but can be skipped if you're short on time. While the salmon is resting, add a half a cup of tamari or soy sauce to a medium bowl. I prefer tamari because it has a bit more flavor and it's gluten-free. To that, add 3 tablespoons of raw honey, 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, and 3 cloves of minced garlic, and whisk until it's combined. Quickly mix 2 teaspoons of cornstarch or tapioca starch to a small measuring cup with 1/4 a cup of water to dissolve it, then add that to the teriyaki sauce. Mix it and set aside. Add 2 to 3 tablespoons of avocado oil or olive oil to a heavy-bottomed, oven-safe skillet over medium-high heat. I prefer olive oil because it has a higher flash point, meaning it won't start to smoke until it reaches 520 degrees, whereas olive oil's flash point is around 375 degrees. We're searing this salmon at a high heat to create a golden crust, so using an oil that gets hot without smoking is ideal. Once the oil is hot and rippling, sprinkle the flesh side of the salmon with kosher salt and place them flesh side down in the pan. They should start to sear and sizzle immediately. Sear the salmon without moving for 2 to 3 minutes to create a crispy brown crust. You can peek at the corners of the salmon to make sure they aren't burning, but do your best not to move them too much. Carefully flip the fillets over and turn the heat down to medium-low. Pour the prepared teriyaki glaze over the salmon, then carefully transfer the entire skillet to the oven and bake at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 to 10 minutes, or until the fish begins to flake and reaches an internal temperature of 125 to 130 degrees Fahrenheit. I recommend using an instant read thermometer to insert in the center of the fish to check for doneness. When the salmon is done, carefully remove the skillet from the oven. Stir or whisk the teriyaki glaze in the pan. It should have thickened and bubbled in the oven. Spoon the glaze over each piece of salmon before serving. We love this recipe with coconut rice and roasted asparagus. Asparagus is great because it takes about the same time to cook. If you're sick of your regular old salmon recipes, kick up the flavor with this teriyaki glazed salmon. The salmon is cooked perfectly and flakes with every bite, and the sweet and sticky teriyaki glaze coats the crispy skin. It is so good. Thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen today. If you love this recipe, be sure to like it and leave a comment. I would love to get to know you. And if you want to keep cooking with me, check out this irresistible salmon pesto pasta.